Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? Hey, Miss Shay, how are you? How is everybody doing? I have literally a long story, long story. But I'm gonna wait till everybody kind of gets in a little bit more to see how everybody is doing. I've been watching a few shows, but not really hard. I was trying to finish up uh, the Twin Flower, and I'm just it's just been stressful these last few days. I've been working, doing a little bit of my spiritual work, counseling with people and stuff like that, and people are really losing their minds right now. So I'm been kind of drained. And then on top of that, I started working out because I gained this what do you call it, pandemic weight, where you sit around and you doing nothing but couch potato in it and eating. So I've been working out every day, 5 days a week. I work out for about 30 minutes, doing a little bit of Taibo with Mr. Biddy Blanks and my daughter, who's a personal trainer. So my little arms are getting a little bit smaller and starting to see a little bit of results. But just dealing with people going through a lot of things with this pandemic and not having enough money, and the SBC, the SBA loan and stuff like that, trying to help a couple of the businesses that I know get the money that they need for the PPP and the $10,000 advance and stuff like that, trying to help a lot of folks. So I've been really slightly busy, not work, but helping other people, try to get some help with their businesses and stuff. A part of what I used to do before I began to be a director for O'Hare and Midway Airport was I used to be a senior paralegal as well as a office manager. So I ran other people's businesses and doing taxes and all that kind of stuff, and being very resourceful and finding different things. So, what's up, Family Grind? How is everybody? I hope everybody is doing well with this pandemic, and now it looks like we may end up more than likely being locked down again, whether people want to or not, because of the fact that everybody wanted to go outside, and I've still been inside. I've still been on lockdown myself. Only time I go out of this house is if I want to get some food, or I'm going to Home Depot to pick up some flowers from my yard that I've been working on. Other than that, I really am not doing the going out and hanging out with people or with family yet. So, and then we have a couple of people to come over, but other than that, and then I have to question them, where the hell you been? Who you been around? Because I have a little granddaughter here, and I don't want anybody getting sick. So, how's everything? People, tell me what's going on with y'all. Oh, you know what, Missy? What you can do is email me, and I will give you my information, and you can talk to me about whatever you want to talk to me about, because there's a lot of people that don't know a lot of different things. I was really surprised at how really, ill informed that a lot of people are about the help that is out there during this time, that you can get. I mean, you have all kinds of stuff, especially if you have a business. Like for me, I work and I also have a business. So, two businesses actually. I'm telling you all my business on here. But I work a regular job, and then I also have a business. I have a skincare business, and I also have a business where I do music, where I have a a label that music is streamed from. So I'm paid in different places. Now, I'm not paid enough to be independently rich, but I can keep myself afloat okay as if I was working. You understand what I'm saying? Working normally. And you have to be able to, this is my rule of thumb, have three strands of income all the time, just in case one goes bad. I'm sure I have my own horror stories. Like right now with work, right now there is no work for me. So right now I am considered unemployed right now, and it's fine. I'm okay. I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there's a lot of people that even with unemployment, they don't understand that there's side hustles that you can do. I have a cousin. She is excellent at making these fucking cookies. And she has blown up. She has blown up, like unbelievably blown up. She makes these oatmeal cookies that are amazing, and now she has enough to open up her own bakery now. And it was all on during this COVID-19. People were sitting at home, they want shit to eat, they want comfort food, and she went delivering oatmeal cookies. And the presentation was excellent. There was nothing wrong. Honestly, these most bougie cookies you ever want to have. But this woman literally made enough money to open up her own bakery. So there are things that people can do, and all kinds of different types of ideas that you can come up with for actually making money during this time. You have a lot of people that are at home and they looking at their property and they like, oh, I want to do something with my yard. You can start your own landscaping business of designing landscaping. You go to somebody's house and say, hey, with your mask on, and say, hey, I can make all of this come together. You got a lot of nurseries that selling plants for half off, and really come up with some great ideas on being able to make money during this time. I'm all big on, and as far as making being a hustler. Now, one thing I am is a hustler. I am not going to depend on a 9 to 5 ever, because jobs come and go. I learned that a long time ago during my time of being in my 20s and 30s and struggling with a child. You got to be able to do other things. And like with my skincare business, that came out of a labor of love with my mom. She was getting bed sores. She had very soft and sensitive skin, and the things that they were using on her in the hospitals were not good. They were not good things. There's just stuff that didn't heal anything. Vaseline and A&D ointment only sit on top of the skin. You need something that actually healed. So I did a lot of things. Okay, I will let her know because she is into cakes too. And she does make cakes. I tasted one of her cakes, and honestly, the cake maker in my family was my mom. That woman could slay on some cakes. Now, cookies, she got everybody in our family beat on the cookies. So I would definitely talk to you about that, because she needs some different recipes, and she definitely is bringing. She does make cakes, so a Tibetan fruit cake would be amazing to add to her list of stuff. And I was going through some of my mom's old recipes and found some of her cake recipes too. I'm not sure she'll be able to everybody has their own little magic that they put into stuff. But what I was saying was, back with my skincare product is called Pat's Healing Hands, and what it does is it can handle anything from the eczema, bed sores, diaper rash. We used it on the baby when she got here to stop that. Any kind of skin irritation, this stuff actually acts like an anesthesia and a pain medicine to stop the pain, and also stops the itch. And it does better than any Benadryl cortisone that you can have, and it's all natural. And I made it myself, and I put it out there. And a lot of people don't know it's made by African American, and I did that on purpose, because when people find out it's a black owned business, they treat you differently. And I have it in about 5 stores here in Chicago. So yes, I am busy. I literally try to, as much as I can, do as more as far as trying to find ways of being able to make money, because you can't always depend on a job. So for me, watching Chinese dramas as of late, these last couple of months have been kind of weird for me. All right, Miss Shirley. All right. I look 25. Girl, thank you. Because I'm sitting over here like I gotta lose some weight, because I'm not trying to look 40. I'm not trying to look 48 this year. Because my birthday comes up in September. I'm a Virgo, y'all. Yes, I'm a Virgo. Weird Virgo. Very weird Virgo. Everybody says I've never met a Virgo like you at all. And I'm a Virgo that is, let's see, I have a Libra moon and an Aries ascendant. So that says I'm very spunky, and I'm kind of crazy when it comes down to people messing with bullying folks. So I'm very good as being a boss or a manager. because I have a very good sense of fairness when it comes down to things, and I can spot bullshit a mile away, and I will tell you when you bullshitting. So that's always been my thing. So I did finish as far as Chinese dramas are concerned. I did finish King, the Eternal Monarch. I love that show. Oh, I'm gonna do a review on that one. I love that show. I think it was very, very, very good, and it's on Netflix right now if you want to check it out. Um, a couple of them, like I said, I'm still watching the Twin Flower right now, and that actual drama has 60 episodes. These little twins is getting on my damn nerves, but so far it's been pretty good. Um, I may do a recap on the Twin Flower, but I'm waiting on a few dramas to come out, and I don't know. It's a lot of stuff happening over in China right now, y'all. They getting it ever since it went dark in Beijing, like right around June 11th. They've been getting hit really bad with a lot of bad storms and floods. It is really bad, and now in Beijing, they're having COVID coming back with a vengeance now. So yeah, and I keep thinking like, damn, I was just in Beijing last year, and everywhere I go gets fucked up right after I leave. I can't come back no more. That's crazy. When I went to Paris, when I got this shirt, when I went to Paris, Notre Dame burnt down around the same time I went the year before. And I was like, this is crazy. I went to China last year in April, and now you can't, it's a pandemic. I went to Beijing, and now that you can't even go there. That's insane. I knew our reason why I liked you, Miss Shirley. You're a Scorpio. All of my friends are Scorpios. I get along with all of those people. And you say August and November, yes, honey. Baby. All my friends are Scorpios. Every last one of them. I am broke in the month of November and the end of October. The October Scorpios are the ones that's kind of mean and shit, and they're really strange and evil. Well, the ones in November I get along with pretty much okay. They had their moments. But most of my friends, ever since I was a kid, have all been Scorpios. Now imagine that. And my mom was a Scorpio. She was born on November 13th. And my granddaughter is a Scorpio, and she was born on November 8th. And she thinks I'm her own personal friend. Literally. Like I'm her own personal friend, can't have no other friends, just like all the rest of my other Scorpio friends. I can't have no other friends other than Scorpios. And they all want my undivided attention all the time. But I love them, though. Some of the most straightforwardest people you ever want to meet. You got to understand them. You got to understand them to be their friends. So, but how is everybody else? Family Ground, what's going on with you, Miss Lady? What have you been watching as of yet? What all have you guys been watching, and what have you all been doing? How are you all surviving this whole thing? That's my biggest question. I got on here because I know I haven't been on here for a while. I haven't been posting any videos, but I haven't been posting any videos because I haven't had time to be in front of my TV. I had a shitload of stuff to do in this house. And when you got your own property, you start finding shit needs to be fixed like right now. And you rather do it now than in wintertime. Oh, but she, no, you can't. I don't think anybody's gonna be able to travel. And they ain't asking our American asses to come nowhere. Don't nobody want us over here, over in their countries at all. And I don't blame them. We're not doing anything to fix this situation over here. We're not doing nothing. And whatever. See, Family Grind, you right there with me. I haven't been watching anything. It hasn't been in me to like really get into my dramas and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. It's just something else on me right now that's just saying, bitch, get up, move around, do something. Yeah, I like historical dramas too. Me too, and I haven't seen any. Have you got a chance to watch Three Kingdoms? If you get a chance to watch Three Kingdoms, watch that. That's a historical drama. I think you're gonna like that, and I think you would. It's got some really good actors in it, and I think you would love that. It's got the martial arts, got the love story, it's got all of that. Watch it. It's on YouTube right now. Watch Three Kingdoms. It's about 70 episodes, so you know this shit is long as hell. But watch that. Watch that. You're gonna like that one. And the reason why I say you're gonna like it is it's real. It's a real story of how China came into being the way it was. But it's deep. It's deep. It's good. The martial arts is on point. The relationships, the bromances, are hilarious as hell. We're gonna have to kiki on the bromances. Um, but that is a very good drama. I liked it. I didn't finish it all because I would get stuck. The new Yancy Palace, the one with her daughter. Honestly, I watched a few episodes of the few episodes of the daughters Yancy Palace. I like the fact that there was cameos by the original characters in it. I did not like the daughter did not win me over. The bitch seemed a little psycho. She's a where her mother is cunning and smart. Exactly. It seems corny. It's not believable. The mother was smooth with her shit. Her daughter is just too in your face. It's a turn off. It's the same issue I had with Joy of Life. Everybody liked Joy of Life. But unfortunately for me personally, and this is in my opinion, the lead actor was just too cocky and it came off phony as fuck to me. His whole attitude was just too much. It was like, I know you're acting, but I know you're acting. You get what I'm saying? It was just, honestly, I really would have liked somebody like Ethan Wan to have played the main character in Joy of Life. I think he would have came off a lot better. A lot better. But as far as the new Yancy Palace, I liked her husband, the little girl's husband that she was getting married to. That was fine. It was just a bit much. Fluff drama excluded. They excluded U.S. from that country. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of that. Why I get upset when they say this is not available in your country and that's not available in your country. I'm like, what the fuck? Like like it's not Asian people in America. Yeah, she was. She was the most back. Honestly, that girl that played inside of Three Kingdoms, that was the VIP. She was the most valuable player in this. Baby, she was good. She was good. I have to give it to her. They had a lot of great actors. A lot of people taking one for the team in that one. A lot. No, I wasn't referring to that one. I was referring to the actual Three Kingdoms. It's got 70, I think, yes, it's over 70 episodes. It has the guy that played in Investors of the Gods. He played as one of the guys that came down to help in that particular drama, and he was very aloof, and he's sort of aloof in this, and I think that's why I like him in this drama. I like him as an actor because he's so believable and so sweet and so soft-hearted that you just can't help but like him. So if you watch Three Kingdoms, it's all the whole entire series is on YouTube, so you can check it out there. But it's been pretty good. I like that. I haven't had a chance to finish it, but I think everybody's kind of in that same space of they're not in the mood for watching those types of things right now because of the climate and what's happening right now. And it looks like we're getting ready to go through round two. And then on top of that, you got a lot of the southern states that's getting ready to get hit by this dust storm that's getting ready to hit the U.S. that a lot of people have never experienced at this level. We got one, I think I was just on the phone with my friend from Texas, and he literally said it's already here. The sky's kind of messed up and everything right now. I said, well, y'all just got the little wave that's coming through. There's a bigger one that's coming behind it that'll more than likely be here sometime next week. And then I said that, and then the other thing that bothers me is that we also get ready to have an eclipse on July 4th, which means the week of the 8th of July is going to be nuts. Like, people are going to lose their fucking minds. So I don't know what the Most High has in store for us, but baby, all I can say is hold on to your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen, because this is going to be a rough ride. A rough ride. This is going to be a rough ride, and it's sad, but I'm trying to help as many people as I can to be able to get all right, and then we don't know what our federal government is going to be. It is getting very heavy out here. I don't know what to. I know, but on here, because you have different people of different religions and stuff like that, I don't like to say very much on these type of topics, but I already know what's going on. Says Sahara Desert Storm. My friend in Trinidad was telling me about the Christmas time and year. It's bad, small. Yeah, it is really bad. It's cloudy looking out. Yeah. Hi, Daddy. How are you, sweetheart? Yeah, it is very cloudy out. And my friend told me that big time. He said it's really bad. It's gonna get worse next week when the bigger uh, cloud of it comes across. Right now, you guys are dealing with the small one, and it's gonna leave in the next couple of days. And then there's another bigger one that's gonna practically damn near cover your entire state. That's gonna come next week. And I've been watching this for the last couple of weeks when it was over, when it was still out inside of the oceans and stuff like that. And we still don't know how that's going to react with COVID yet either. So that's been one of those things that on the spiritual side of me looking at things are getting ready to ramp up to a whole nother level. And I think we all need to really start having some serious conversations with God about a lot of things. I really do. And I think that's probably where my mind has been, and more or less than on dramas. I like yesterday, I kind of forced myself to sit down and watch a drama because I've been so into watching crazy shit like the Karens. All these Karens acting a damn fool out here, honey, losing their minds, calling people out their names and saying crazy shit. We're going to get a lot more of that. You're going to get a lot more people going out physically trying to hurt folks, because a lot of people now have to deal with themselves, and they don't want to deal with themselves, and they have to deal with their families one-on-one and the issues that are in their families, and they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. So they want to go outside and talk easy and start shit other people. and some of them are getting their asses kicked. And that's what's going to happen. I mean, when I was brought up in Chicago, you just don't walk up on people talking crazy and calling folks out their names. You might come back with a black eye. Yeah, a couple of Karens have gotten their behind whooped. Okay, like royally ass whooped or smacked into consciousness of what the fuck did I just say out my mouth? They got those teeth rattled a little bit. You just can't do that. And I think because they've been allowed to a certain extent on their places of work to get away with so much shit. And that's the problem. I think what it is that a lot of these people are professionals, and they're allowed to boss and say whatever they want to say to people there. And because those people are at work, they can't say anything. But you can't do that type of crazy shit in the street. You will get your ass whooped. Yeah, honey, Karens are. I meet Karens in Chicago all the time. But like I said, you only meet those types of people when you're at work and you can't respond. These people are now meeting people who are not at work, who don't have a job to protect, talking crazy to them, and they are getting the hell knocked out of them. Okay, because there are no buffers now. I don't have to worry about my job if I'm minding my business and you come over here and bother me out of nowhere talking why are you here and what are you doing? And you know what? There is no job that I have to protect. I'm about to cuss your ass out. Okay? You put your hands on me, I'm about to whoop your ass. At work, if I'm at work, I have to keep myself to myself because I have a job to protect. So a lot of people are realizing that they're not at work anymore to get away with that kind of stuff. And that's where our Karens have been acting a fool at, is at work. They do this on a regular basis every day. So unfortunately, they're getting a wake up call that you kids can't do that shit everywhere. And some people are getting their teeth rattled right now. They don't like it. I mean, I usually ask people, if you start talking crazy, do you like the way your teeth are sitting in your face? What are you saying? Do you like the way your teeth are sitting in your face? If you do not, then I'm about to help you. And if you like the way they're sitting in your face, you need to get the hell out of my face. I've been seeing a lot of them. I mean, honestly, downtown there are tons of them. And like I said, you have a Karen that works with you, and she's the one that's complaining every day about something and how someone needs to do this and do that, and you just smile and keep going. Everybody's got a Karen. Now they're just getting exposed. And then you have couples. What I feel bad about are the husbands. Some of these guys have seen their women act a fool, and they just sitting up here like, I can't believe I actually married a bitch like this. I mean, but I feel bad for them because I'm sitting here saying to myself, you got to sleep with this crazy bitch over here. And they just sitting here walk past like, I don't know this girl. I don't know that woman. I have no idea who the hell she is. I just feel bad for them. I feel bad for these men that are married to some shit like that because I'd be divorced if I was a dude. God did the right thing making me a woman because if I was a man, I'd be in trouble. I'd be in so much trouble. So much trouble. It'd be so many women, their feelings hurt so badly, it wouldn't even be funny. But yeah, so with the Karen, I've been watching a lot of the Karen stuff, and that's stressful. And then watching how people are just getting really out of control with their behavior towards people who are different. And it's just getting to be really sad. And it's saying to myself, this is a big United States is huge. There's enough room for everybody. Hi, Miss Anastasia. How you doing? And I'm just at this point where I just feel like, why is it that we can't just all be here and live? Just let me live. I'll let you live. Most black people just want to be left alone, and they just want equal things. That's it. And I would find it. I actually wonder sometimes if you found out that the people that you treated the worst were actually special people. How would the world feel? You know what I'm saying? I always wonder about that type of stuff. Like we watch Chinese dramas. All of us watch Chinese dramas. And when you know as the viewer that all these people are treating this one girl or this one girl wrong, and y'all find out this bitch is a queen, okay, and everybody then wants to get in line after they done stomped up, beat the shit out of her, and all kind of things. I wonder if that would be a situation that would happen to black people. How would everybody feel? How would that feel? I know a lot of people be like, "Oh shit, we're in trouble." You know what I'm saying? But most black people want to do is literally just be left alone, have the same opportunities as other people, and that's it. And I don't feel like that if you go out of your house and somebody does something that does not merit death. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? If you think somebody's got a $20 bill that's phony, that does not necessarily merit that they should get a death sentence. Or if they are standing someplace you don't want them to be, that doesn't necessarily mean that they should die because of that. And that's what's happening out here. And I think because nobody has distractions like work and going to parties and doing things and all those types of things, I think that's the reason why everybody's eyes kind of got opened up, because now it's in your face. Like, wait a minute, that dude, regardless of what he did, he didn't need to die like that. You know what I'm saying? No one's saying that this person was an angel. Because I'm the first person that's like, if you're a criminal, I ain't got nothing to say. But there is a certain thing as treating people with some type of decency as a public servant or as an officer, period. Officer of the court, officer anywhere. You just don't do that. I don't give a shit what he did. Nobody. I don't care if you're the dirtiest a homeless person on the block, nobody should stomp you in your head because you were sitting someplace and kill you. That's not what's up. So to a certain extent right now, I'm trying not to worry about it, but it does bother me. I mean, if you got Facebook or Instagram or any of those types of things, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. You're seeing this shit all over your timeline. I've been fighting with people on Facebook about a lot of folks sitting up here messing with these SBCA loans. I'm like, there are real businesses that need this money, and you got all these people on here doing fraud and shit. And I'm like, you know what? Do you understand this is a federal government? You're putting down social security numbers. They're gonna want receipts on everything that you bought with that money, and while you're playing games. Okay, and you're not trying to start a business or do any of these things. You're out here buying Jordans and stupid shit. There are people doing a lot of crazy stuff right now, and it's putting our possible stimulus that most people need right now in jeopardy if we're not clear, if we're not careful. So, like I said, I got a lot of people going batshit crazy right now because they're like, I don't know what I'm gonna do after July, and I'm like, just calm down. They're gonna figure out a way to help everybody. They will. So, um, tell me exactly what everybody is planning on doing for the 4th of July. If you guys are going, I don't celebrate holidays. I haven't celebrated holidays in approximately about 15 years. That's not a part of what I do. But what is it that you guys are doing for the 4th of July other than being hot as hell and being in a dust storm here in Chicago? Here in Chicago, our COVID situation is somewhat okay, but I'm not sure about them reopening stuff yet. I really don't. I really don't think so. From what I see, it's still pretty kind of bad out here. And oh, what do you guys think about them asking? Yeah, I know at some point when I'm not trying to this weekend, the weekends are my time for chilling. So I'm gonna watch some dramas today. I'm gonna see what else is out on Netflix that I might want to see. I just been looking for dramas with the hotties in. I'm gonna be honest with you, the ones that's really really cute, the ones that's really. I'm chilling on that day too. On 4th of July, I'm chilling on that day. I really am not a fan of eating pork and stuff like that. I don't eat pork, so that's not a day for me. Barbecuing and all of that. I really don't do that like that. But the marathons, I've been waiting to a certain degree to get the hotties. Now I know there's a whole bunch of dramas that's getting ready to drop probably this fall. They playing with us right now because I'm like, this is the best time for a lot of these different studios to drop some dramas that would be good so they can get some money because everybody's at home. So that means people could really, really get into some of these dramas. Now, for me personally, I like dramas with a little bit of grown people in it. I have nothing against the young teeny bopper, you know what I'm saying, teenage love things, but I really do like grown people in love dramas. Okay. Those are really good, or we get to grow up with them type situations. I'm just not into, these what was that? Tiger and the Rose. You guys told me to watch that. I watched a couple of episodes. I'm like, this same girl. I'm like, she making money. She making some money because she been in a lot of dramas this year, and I'm about a lot of tired of seeing her. She's not my greatest. She's not my favorite actress. Oh, okay. Hello, Africa. I have a cousin by the name of Africa. No, you know what? Miss Del Reba, they've been sitting on Miss Del Reba. I love her. Don't get it twisted. I absolutely love Miss Del Reba, but they've been sitting on her for quite some time. And I think she left one studio and went to another. So maybe she's getting a little bit more studio time now into different dramas. But the girl that's playing in the Tiger and the Rose, I'm sick of seeing her. I'm gonna be completely honest about seeing her. And then the girl with the crook. Well, I think she was in Eternal Love. She was Miss Dalriba's foe, and she's got a pretty face, straight on, but when she turns, that chin just does this hook thing that's a little disturbing to the eye. She's another one. The only thing that I hate about seeing her is that damn her face fucks with my whole understanding. Just watching, I'm like, when I see her. So yeah. Yes, they are the idol dramas, and a lot of the Chinese dramas are very fluff. Now, when I see some of my actors that I know in them, then yes, I will definitely watch. But some of them have not been like get you like Novana and Fire. Those were ones that just grabbed you from the first episode and said, let's keep watching. And that's what I was wondering. I was wondering if whether or not are they constantly putting Del Riva, Yang Ming, all of them in the same damn roles all the time. I would like to see. I understand they may be, their country sweethearts, but I'd like to see them do a little bit of more diversity. I would like to see them play villains. I want to see just how far their acting abilities are. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see how far they could go, because me personally, I don't like actors that all you see them do is they're the heroine or the hero all the time. I think it's better that, and it's really good to keep them constantly changing so you can see what kind of dynamic they are. And I think that's the reason why Miss Nini is in movies and the rest of them are still in just these fucking dramas. Because Miss Nini can play a villain and she also can play a heroine very well. But you can't Miss Del Riva. I just I mean I was she's one of those people that I was barely holding on to her in Love Eternal, because honestly I was more interested in Yahe's relationship with Little Five more than her and the Emperor. But as I kept watching, the interest became almost even. But then when they came out with the Emperor and her story, then yes, she got to be one of my favorites because I grow up a little in that. But then when you start putting her in, they fucking with your whole entire career right now. And it's certain ones that I would not pick up. I know everybody need a coin right now, but it's certain ones that I would never do again. Like I'm waiting for Mark Chow to come out, but Mark Chow has been doing more movies than he has been doing dramas. Ever since Love Eternal, he has not been doing any more of these little Chinese dramas. He's been in the movies killing it with what is it, Detective D, and a couple of other shows that he's been doing. Now, there are a Crushing on You. I started watching that, and it looked like it was pretty good, but I never went back to it, and it hasn't been on my mind to go back to it. So that says a lot. But I think it may be pretty good. It may be pretty good once I sit down and get into it. I just was just shocked at the differentiation of. I'm like, is this woman going to a portal, or is North Korea like that, where they just that stuck back in time someplace? I'm like, damn. I'm sorry. The hotties need to come into doing stuff. Ethan Wan, I have not seen him in shit. I'm like, you all blow these boys up and then you sit on them. You sit on them like they a fucking egg, and then people will forget about them. They don't understand how to capitalize on their abilities. Yeah, I saw that she's coming back. She's coming back. Yang Ming is coming back as a she's impersonating a male warrior. So I know that's gonna be good. I just feel like they once you blow up a character, once you blow up an actress or an actor like that, you need to just start as an agent. And this is what I do well. Let me see these roles. These roles got to be on point to keep this money coming in. They are not doing that in China. They just sitting on these people, and then I think they're waiting for the good roles to come in. But I really don't think that they're testing them out in other places, because some people are good enough to cross over into other stuff. And I love Ye Mi. I love her. I love her attitude. I love everything about her acting. She is good, but she ain't always got to play a tough bitch. The only time I've seen her do a little bit of being a villain was in Love Eternal when she was messing around with her cousin, and she stood up there and fucked up her face. Will be great. You know what? When I was younger, when I to answer your question, Daddy, when I was younger, you know what I used to. My mom used to have me watching, and this is crazy because these are not drama. You know the kung fu movies in America. The kung fu movies would come on Channel 32 here in Chicago, and you would get to see those then, like the Shaolin monks and all kinds of the seven deadly venoms and shit like that. Those are the kung fu movies that we watched as kids, and we did that over at my grandma's house because my uncles would be still living at their mother's house, and they would watch that, and we would watch me like, okay, cool. That's the only time I got a chance to watch them in the 70s and 80s. And then when Bruce Lee came on the scene, everybody was watching them then. So as far as the dramas back then, I don't really watch the old ones too much because the costumes are kind of corny as hell. They corny. They corny as hell. So I like the ones now because the scenery and the sets are so extravagant. You have to understand, I'm a person that loves to draw. I love interior decorating with a passion. One of these days, I'm gonna probably do a little tour where I live at so you can see what I'm talking about. Because I literally restyled two of my lamps, and people are like, "Where did you get those lamps from?" Those are antique lamps that belong to my mother, but I took them up a notch, honey. So that's what I like to do. But the thing about those dramas is that it's so much beautiful scenery, so the entire look of everything is so beautiful. It takes you into another place. So that's the reason why I like the ones now versus the ones back then. Yeah, she in the Witness movie, yeah, she did do a good job. And that's what I'm saying. I like to grade them, a lot of these Chinese actors, as real what they can really do. It's one thing to be in a C or K drama. It's another thing to be in a movie and we get to see your levels of dynamicness as far as being a actor. And that's what I'm saying. For me, it's not just about the romance, and it's the story, it's the acting, it's my but you get if you can get a cold hearted bitch like me to cry, bitch, you're acting. That's some damn good acting. But if you look to the point where I'm just sitting up here like, all right, moving right along. Let me fast forward this. You're not doing a good job for me as far as being an actor. You understand? You got to be able to catch me, and I think that's the reason why you have people like Hugh G who are amazing. Now he's done a couple of dramas that I have to say I was questioning, like, what the hell is this? But everybody does that as actors. You need the money, you're gonna do what you need to do. But some of his dramas have been amazing. But like I said, the same issue I have with um the girl who plays inside of what is it, The Tiger and the Rose. She always plays this. It's slightly slapstick, but it's never really a situation. Her parts are always predictable. I'm tired of these dramas that when you see this actor, you know what the hell is going to happen. She's going to be the girl that everybody likes. Is going to be a love triangle. You can kind of tell just from the time you see what actress is going to be there, where this is going. That's the same thing that was happening with Hugh G too, to a certain extent, until I saw him in a more modern drama. I can't think of the name right now, where he was an agent, and I think it was like taking place in the 1920s or 1940s, and he was really good. But yeah, yeah, I agree with that too. It was awesome, and a lot of different ones are awesome. But I think a lot of different actors are not getting their moments to shine. I can't think of his name, but the boy that played in Hotel de Luna as the male lead, I love him. He played as the clown crown, the crowned clown, as a K-drama actor. He is amazing, and then also he was in a few movies as well. Dynamic, his levels are off the chain. He deserves to be a actor. He deserves some damn good movie scripts. That boy, as young as he is, should have a very long career. Hands down, long career. But you only see him and whoever's working with him as his agent, they're doing a damn good job because everything I've ever seen him in, he was superb in. Superb. And then you have others, like the guy that was in Masquerade, the movie Masquerade. He's another intense actor. He did another movie called, I think it's called The Song of the Sword or something like that. He was so intense in that. I was like, not only is he good looking, but he was intense as an actor, and and you understood his anger and his wrath and his craziness, and I was totally there for it. But I don't see him in enough dramas. You don't see these people. So China has a lot to work on when it comes down to many of these dramas and giving these people the room and the scripts they need, and stop. I feel like they keep going to the same box. Yeah, they are good movies. And you want to know why they were so good movies? Whether black people like them, it's one, family, two, discipline, because it's always going to be an old ass teacher or somebody old, bad, crabby attitude that's going to teach the young one exactly what to do to get across any kind of obstacles that they got. And what people tend to forget about black people is we're very family orientated. Very family orientated. I've got cousins that are like my fucking brothers and sisters. Okay, I got one sister, but I got 8 cousins, and we all act like brothers and sisters, and we see each other more. I see them more than I see my own sister. So you have to understand it's very family orientated, and that's the reason why a lot of Chinese dramas come across to people of minorities, because we are very tribal. We're about our clan, and we get it. You understand? And I think if Chinese people or the people who are in charge of that area understand that if you're catering, stay there in the family thing. I love the family thing. I love it. But I also like the fact that they go back and everybody in their family knows that the oldest people in their families know more than the youngest. And they tend to listen to the older people in their family because of the wisdom that's there and the respect that is there. And usually if in these Chinese different dramas of during that time and this time, if you listen to the older people in the family, you might get over some shit quicker. But I think the fact that you would always have these white-haired guys with these long beards and stuff like that, and then they were like, I need you to help me, and they say no. Or they have you cleaning up the fucking house. You like, I thought I was supposed to train with you, and they don't realize that even though they're cleaning, they don't understand that martial arts is everything. If you're washing a car and then somebody comes and hits you, you've been washing a car, you're going to block it. You know what I'm saying? Everything is martial arts. And that's what the older people are trying to let the younger ones know. Everything that you do and everything I ask you to do, yeah, you walking with these heavy ass fucking bottles, these things of water, buckets of water. But what I'm doing is I'm training your ass with heavy shit so we can build up their muscles. They ain't got time to talk to you about that kind of shit. They making you do it, and while you're doing it, you don't realize you're training. You know what I'm saying? So that's the cool thing about your nose. Yeah, that's what my mama had me watching. Thank you, Miss Shirley. That's what my mom had me watching was Grasshopper, Young Grasshopper, and all that shit. My mother used to have us watch that shit every fucking Saturday and Sunday. Oh my God, it used to be Xena, Then David Carradine, I can't what his name was, what his show was, but it was we watched that shit, okay? With old ass Kill Bill in it. for Kill Bill. Kung Fu Hustle, yes, I watched that crazy shit. That was funny as hell. I love that show. That was good. I have to say, some of them are really good. And then I think it's another one that's really good that I saw on Amazon was I think it's called Kung Fu School. That was good too. That was hilarious. I got my life on that. I actually had my daughter watch this shit. She was in there dying laughing. And she is not one of the fans of Chinese dramas or Chinese movies. But she watched it, she was dying. She's like, that was really good. I said, I told you, they got some stuff. So as far as I'm concerned, Chinese dramas have got their own lane. And the more people like us get together and talk about it, that's the reason why I made this channel, is because I didn't see anybody else. I was like, I see people, but I don't see people. They make a couple of videos and that's it. But I don't see people seeing the shit like I see the shit. I see the whole game. I see the raggedy bitches. I see these conniving dudes. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is really good. And people need to kind of maybe, open up their perimeters of watching just what they normally watch. Because I'm not a reality show type person. I can't stand that type of stuff. I know a lot of people that do the reality shows, and I know it's fucking scripted. And I don't like the fact that you have a lot of black women who are on here with awful wigs and making fucking fools of themselves on TV. I have an issue with that. I'm glad you found my channel too, ma'am. Okay, because like I said, I really tried to look at it from a whole, from different aspects of it. I literally try to sit here and say, you know what? I like the acting. I also like the martial arts, but I also want to see the point of the story and what lessons are being taught to the viewer as you're watching. Because believe it or not, these lessons are real lessons you can take with you. Do you realize at work, I literally took a lot of the being quiet and sitting back and watching people and how they behave, little tiny tips from Chinese dramas, especially those from those characters that they were the stars, but they were very cunning and very clever and very resourceful. But the reason why they were that way is because they were very good they observed things. A lot of those things that I've seen in those dramas I actually take and use in regular life, and have gotten me very far to be able to sit back and watch how people do stupid shit and how to react to an idiot. Okay? I'm sorry. These Chinese dramas will have you a cold ass person when it comes down to dealing with conflict. If you keep your composure. Now, some folks are hotheads, and I am a hothead. I am a hothead. I will be completely honest. But Chinese dramas have trained me that not always being a hothead is a good thing, and not letting everybody know what you're thinking is a good thing. So I have gotten something from these. And even in relationships, sometimes you might want to chill. You know what I'm saying? When I watched UNC Palace, I was like, this girl is a woman after my own heart. She never told that emperor she loved him, ever. She's like, I'm not finna tell him that shit first. I'm not finna do that. Yeah, no Man on Fire should have been put on regular TV. Honestly, it was good enough to put on American TV over here. It was good because I had a friend of mine and he hadn't been around me in a while, and I said, "Watch this. I just want to see what you." He was like, he had to sit up. He was sitting on my couch. He sat up. He was so into. He was like, "This is good as fuck." I was like, "I told you," and that was episode 1. You know what? I've been passing that on Netflix, Family Grind, and dude looks gorgeous. I ain't gonna lie. And I was like, I'm trying not to sit up here and get caught up in the fineness of some of these guys. I'm trying to not get caught up, but I'm like, I am really thinking about getting into that. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I've been going back and forth, looking at it like, dude, it's so damn fat it ain't even funny. Okay, all right. Then I'm gonna take your advice and I'm gonna watch it. If it was the bomb, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna pull myself together and sit down and try to get something together. Like I said, I have been trying to pull myself together to get into watching that kind of stuff. Because at first, during the first part of lockdown, I was cool with it, but as it got crazy, and I'm also the type of person I don't trust no damn body, including all my neighbors. Like, bitch, get froggy. Don't come over here with that crazy shit. Because see, people get really strange. I've been trying really hard just to watch everybody. I ain't trusting nobody. No, I haven't watched that. Haven't. Okay, I've seen that. I've seen that on the list. That comes up on my list. I'm gonna try that too. It's on Amazon. I'm gonna subscribe on that too. I got rid of my cable. Told them come get y'all shit. I'm not watching it no more. Y'all can take your little dish on back. I'm dealing with all my little apps on my TV. So for me, I'm having a good time personally watching whatever I want to watch. But for right now, I just think spiritually everything is so weird. I just haven't been able to sit down. But I'm trying as hard as I can to get back into it, but I am going to do a couple of reviews today since I am got myself together, put on my face, because normally I've been walking around here not putting on no face, get up, take a shower, and since I'm in the house, I'm just in the house. Now, one thing I can say that I have done today is that, well, I was hoping it would get here earlier. I got a new camera, so I'm stepping my shit up, y'all. I got a new camera. I'm going to be able to do the reaction videos. Since everybody wanted me to do reaction videos, I'm going to be doing those on the dramas that I'm watching, and I'm going to put together a compilation on those. Yeah, I broke down because I was like, look, this shit with the phone and the computer not working, not working. It's too much, and I was like, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and buy this little camera, and then that way I can video me, and then I don't have to stay stuck in my kitchen either. I can go in my guest room and video. I can go outside and video. So that's gonna be cool. Now, yeah, Miss Anastasia, how is that? Somebody tell me, how is the legend of Hugh wrong? I You said the camera gonna let me look 20. I hope so, girl. I hope so. I'm tired of this computer though, because it limits me to where I could go. And I like this is my favorite room. Don't get it twisted. I don't like to cook shit in here, but this is my favorite room. It's cute. Okay, I'm gonna try that one. Oh, I almost forgot. There is a drama on here with Mr. Leo. He was the guy that played as the night god on Ashes of Love. Baby, he's got another drama out right now, and I think it's called shit. What is that called? It is so good. Oh my gosh, I've been watching that. I have been watching that. I watched it. It only got up to about maybe 7 episodes, and it's on YouTube. The man in the handsome, but the woman is annoying. I can't stand the ones where the women are annoying, but uh, I can't think. His name is Leo. I think it's called something. It's something about love or whatever. I got to get it together, honey. I got to get it together when it comes down to these things. This is a new one. I watched about 7 episodes of it because it was him. Because I'm sorry, in Ashes of Love, the Night God, I was Team Night God. Fuck Phoenix. I'm sorry. I was Team Night God. I loved him as the Night God. He was so sweet and so cute, and I loved his backstory. And unfortunately, I'm sorry, he did not get it. He started acting crazy. But in Ashes of Love, I was Team Mr. Leo. So he has a new drama out. I gotta look this up because he is amazing. I love him as an actor. Oh shoot. What is that? I cannot believe I watched this thing the other day and I could not believe how much I love this actual thing. And I was like, this is one of the best ones I've seen in a long time. That's Twin Flower, watching all this crazy crap about COVID. I'm looking through my history. But anyway, y'all got to check this out. Y'all got to check him out because he was good in this. Ah, there it is. It is called, sorry. Oh, hush. One second. Bear with me. It's called The Romantic Story in a Turbulent World. It's called and when the winner is love. That's the name of the drama. The winner is love. Go check it out. It's on YouTube. You will not regret it. This is with Mr. Leo Liu in it, and honestly, I actually like the supporting the actress in it. She's pretty good. She's kind of naive in this, which gets a little irritating, but it's the beginning of the drama, so bear with it. But yeah, that's good. So far, it's been pretty good. The drama's there, everything is there. So check that out. And I only like it because Mr. Leo Liu is in it. Because I loved him in Ashes of Love as the Night God. I felt so bad for him. Anyway, what was this lady Melly? Recommended for Pat. Good. Okay. Then I've been, like I said, I've been looking at that and wondering what it was about a few times. But if it don't catch me and keep me, y'all know how I am. I'm kind of you know the ones that I actually like a lot, and I have to believe that there are more dramas out here. They just not haven't had it where we can see it in the different places where we are, because they've been holding on to a lot of dramas too. Y'all know that they've been sitting on a lot of dramas due to actor drama and stupid shit. You know, hey, people getting caught in indecent situations and stuff like that. Motherfuckers are human. Ain't nobody perfect. Okay, if I was an actor, they'd be like, "Oh, she's just too crass." Okay, and you know what I'm saying? Put the damn movie out. It's about my acting abilities, not necessarily. I know that they want people to buy into the fantasy of a person, but I'm sorry, that's not reality. Just like I know for a fact that, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Ken Chun is not Nei Ying in real life. You know what I'm saying? There are some dumbass people that actually think he's actually walking around like that, but they're not. You know what I'm saying? They are normal people, just like when I saw Nene. Nene wild as hell. And she's a big fucking flirt. I saw that when she was on some kind of stage thing and she started rolling her body. I'm like, oh bitch, okay, you a little hoe, it's a little hoe in you. I can see the hoe in you. You know what I mean? But that's who she is. She's a bit of a wild one, and she's a fucking Leo. I told when I saw that, and they said what sign it was. I'm like, yeah, that's her. That's her. She's not no Mew Mew person. That bitch got a man on the side and a side dude. Okay, a side dude for the side dude. She got options. Believe that. Every Leo I know is like that. Okay, they'll settle for one, but trust me, they always got somebody hanging in the wind, in the wings somewhere. But once I got a chance to see what she was, I was like, oh, okay, she is wild. She's not no little sweet thing. And Miss Dalrymple is not no sweet thing neither. She tries to act like it, but she's not. And she's very stuck up from what I've seen with her when the cameras are not rolling for her acting. She's slightly stuck up, very, you know, kind of standoffish, but try to be sweet. If you really watch, there's one thing acting in front of the cameras because you know the cameras are rolling. It's another thing when you by yourself and they catch you off guard. It says, I just finished You Are My Destiny and The Eternal Love. Yeah, I've seen You Are My Destiny too. That was cute. Same couple from Eternal Love. It is? Oh yeah, they are. They've been playing in quite a few things as of late. They might end up getting together. You never know. Because a lot of people, you can't be kissing and hugging on somebody acting and not at some point feel some type of way. That's just a human thing. That's the reason why you saw things like when Brad Pitt and Angela Jolie got together on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And Brad forgot he was married to Jennifer Aniston. Angela Jolie is a bad bitch, though. I'd have to sit up there and say, like, sorry, Jennifer, but he did do a trade up on your ass. Yes, that was a trade up. It says, when do you watch off camera? It's on YouTube or either online. So is that, and I'm also subscribed to a couple of different offsite things. So like I said, she's pretty cool. It's just that it's something about, put it like this. I watch people's body language and I can see more than what they choose to show. And most of the time I'm 100% right. Because one thing about Ken Chung is that he's arrogant. You ain't gotta. He's arrogant. He knows who the fuck he is. He know he a rich motherfucker. Okay, ain't nothing about him like. He was able to do Nanyin very well because Nanyin is over the top, but Nanyin is conniving. Ken Chung himself, he knows he's rich and he got it. Okay. There's certain ways, if you're around enough people with money, you will be able to see that come out, and that's why he does well playing the actors, playing a prince, a crown prince. Another actor, the guy who plays in this show, The Monarch, the Eternal Monarch, that's on Netflix right now. It just finished up about a week ago. He's another one. He's always played a rich kid from all of the different dramas, K dramas he's been in. He's always played rich. And it comes off that I'm a motherfucker with money. It comes off that way. It always has. So you kind of know. And I think with Miss Del Reba, the thing about her is that I don't know if she's I think she's half American. Yes, it was great. And I think that Miss Del Reba is half American. But when she's on set and on set of Love Eternal, that was cute. She showed her normal self of how kind of pertaining to the character that she's in. But when you get her in an interview, you see there's more. She's happy, joy, but that's not who she is. She's a lot more different. It says, when will the Yang Yang have a new drama coming? Yin Yang. It's coming up very soon, from what I understand. It says the censorship of the god of the Chinese film. All the K-dramas are Western acting, but the laws are fixed to either path. That's what I'm saying. What the fuck is wrong with China? This censorship shit. I mean, everybody knows that nobody is perfect. That the world is full of conniving ass people. I mean, the shit that they do show. Yeah, I didn't know that Chinese people could be that fucked up. But the whole point is that they are. Some of them are. Some people got some fucked up families. Hell, if they put some shit on about black people's families, you'd be amazed. You'd be like, damn, I didn't know black people were like that. Just like they don't know a lot of black people, very conservative people who they don't take shit off their kids. As soon as their kids look like they want to talk some shit, wham, they think that is something like what they would think that's child abuse. To us, that's disciplining your kid and teaching them to stay in a child's place. Whereas other people are like, oh, you should not hit your children like that. And then they get mad when we say, man, your damn business, because you don't understand this little fucker right here. I do. I live with it. I know who they are. You don't. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't get the censorship. Just like when I went to China and I came over there and I realized that, all the shit on my phone don't work because you over there behind the wall. It's like you don't want people to know certain things because a informed population is a population that's a dangerous population. And that's what's wrong with America. Even here, we're somewhat censored. With our news, we're somewhat censored. Okay? So could you imagine? China got way more people than we got over here in America. Could you imagine them finding out all the fucked up shit that's going on in their government? And how many lives been fucked up by certain people? Could you imagine all them people getting mad enough to kick all them people's ass? Okay, now this is America where everybody got a goddamn gun, including Granny. So, you know, we can't find out too much, and this place is gonna go up. And I'm really honestly scared of that happening right now. We are one fucked up fist fight out of this whole place going up. We really are. And it's the truth. And I think that's the reason why everybody's kind of scared right now. You know, we all, I'm telling you, I'm looking at my own neighbors like, okay, don't get stupid around this motherfucker. Because everybody is all up here. The tension is very high, and it is not coming down for some odd reason. You understand? But I couldn't imagine that if, because a lot of the stuff that even when I went over to when I went to Paris, the news in Paris made me feel like the world was like America was just in flames. And this wasn't even a pandemic. Okay, this was just me being in Paris in 2018 and listening to what is happening from over there. Listening to what's happening over there had me frightened to death. I'm calling home. Is everybody okay? What the fuck is going on in America? Our news is very censored too. They keep a lot of shit about what's going on here out of the news as well. Taking a truck. Oh, with Confederate flags, yeah. Yeah, that's a normal thing down in the South. They've been buying firearms. You can't even barely find a gun anywhere around here now. I mean, a gun, period. Guns are hard to find. Now it's about ammo and shit like that people are looking for. That's because these people are looking for a war. They are looking for a war. Rather than to be equal with people, they'd rather kill each other. That's the fucked up thing about being in this motherfucker, is that people would rather see you dead in the street than to give you equal. They feel like because black people are free, that's enough for you. But they don't understand that technically we really aren't. You can't go and live where you want to live unless you got certain type of money. And even if you do have that money, they're going to charge you more to live there. That happened to me. Because I had education and the other people in the building did not. I got charged $1,500 a month for rent of a 2-bedroom apartment while everybody else in the building, guess how much they paid? $600 a month. Yeah. I thought she was a half. I thought Miss Del Riva was she looked like either she's not American, but she's from somewhere else. She doesn't look like she's full Chinese at all. In fact, I really don't see Chinese in her. I see something else in her. So Turkish makes sense. It makes sense. I get that. It makes a lot of sense. Now she's probably Turkish out of in Persian. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. Because that's what's crazy. When you know how you do those DNA things, Persian, what is it? Yeah, a Persian person fell out of my DNA, and I was like, how the hell Persian? Where the fuck did that come from? I didn't get that. I was like, somebody in our family having to be Persian. You know what I'm saying? But I was really shocked about that. That I was shocked about. But I would with Del Reba, she doesn't look like a complete Chinese person. She looks like she's mixed with something else. Well, y'all, this done got into an hour. Y'all know how we get on here. We start talking stuff and everything to everybody. We trying to have 2-hour meetings on here. She's beautiful. Hands down, she's a pretty girl. She is pretty in her own way. Just like Hugh G is fine in his own way. King Chun is fine in his. Everybody has their own unique fineness. And the one thing about King Chun is this too. I don't know why he gives me Johnny Depp vibes. It's something about him that doesn't look all the way Chinese. He got to be mixed with some shit too. Because he gives me Johnny Depp. Not that he's mixed with Caucasian. I'm not talking about that. He's mixed with some other race other than Chinese. It's something in his line that has him mixed with something. at that time, hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? At that time, unfortunately, I was living in the suburbs. I wanted my daughter to go to a really good school outside the city of Chicago. I did not want her to go to Chicago public schools because I was a teacher in Chicago public schools and I absolutely hated it. And I left the Chicago public schools and I went to live in Downers Grove where I went into law. Now, in Downers Grove, that's in DuPage County. So in other words, it's Whiteville. But I knew that their schools, once she finished out there, they would give out scholarships like candy. So I wanted her to go someplace where she'd be able to go to school and do well. And I did not want her going to school in Chicago. I went to school in Chicago and all the good teachers were gone. Okay. What's in there now is a bunch of bitches that just got a check. They just want to check. So, and for a while I was able to guide which teacher she went to because I was actually a teacher in her school where she was. So understand, mama was a true fucking mama from the head to the toe. You saw me going to school. You saw me after school. I knew everything you were doing during the day. So when I got tired of dealing with the Board of Education and their bullshit, because they wanted, as a special ed teacher, that which I was, they wanted me to sign up children for SSI who they said had mental problems. And really the only problem is that they had home problems and they were just badass kids with fucked up attitudes. And I was a new school teacher that was good for kids like that. See, you could not come to my classroom and tell me what the hell you was going to do. You was going to sit your ass down in my class and be a kid, or me and you were going to have a couple of issues and we were going to have a nice conversation outside. And when we came back, you were going to be a really good student. Okay? Because I believe in fucking up kids. Okay? That was outside. You're not going to be disrespectful with me. And I'm going to call my mama. Call that girl right now. Here's my phone. Call her and tell her I want to speak to her. I'd hand her my phone. Call her, please. Okay? I'm waiting. Dial the number. And I will let her know. You are working every day. Your child is with me at least 6 hours a day. Do you want to be called on your job every day because little Joy is over here having a fucking issue, or do you want me to handle Joy while I'm here? Okay? And they would say, handle Joy while you here. And I would handle Joy. And if Joy need to get his ass smacked up, he'd get smacked up and he'd get set back down. And then he would understand, mama's right here in class. Okay? I'm the only adult. There will be no bitches and you calling me out of my name up in here. I can cuss better than everybody up in here. Okay? So for me, it was not, I wasn't beating nobody's kids, but I was a very stern teacher. And they knew when you came to my classroom, all that yelling, playing, doing all of that was not necessary. But they also wanted me to write these kids up as if they had a mental problem. They did not have a mental problem. They just needed a very strict teacher and a very stern teacher. And I'm not finna sit up here and label a child for the rest of their life. I'm like, if I put this down, they're labeled for the rest of their life as having some type of mental issue. And I'm not doing that. So at some point, I ended up getting so sick and tired of fighting inside of these meetings because you had parents who didn't want to work, who were getting checks for these kids being on SSI. I'm like, I'm not finna deal with it. I have no more parts of this shit. I'm leaving, and I went into law. So when I went out there, I had to live out there. And strangely enough, we had our moments where we get stopped many times by the police. Where do you live? And I would tell them, if you ran my license plates, you know exactly where I live at. Now, what did I do wrong? And then they were like, well, where do you work? And I tell them where I work and who my boss was. And then all of a sudden, oh, here is everything and everything is okay. Because my boss was a heavy person inside of Downers Grove. But that particular landlord was an asshole because what he thought he was going to do is he's like, well, you have money to be able to afford that much. I said, but you cannot do that legally to somebody. You can't charge me more than you're charging everybody else in the building. So I stopped paying rent for 2 months. I done got about at least out of me rent for everybody's rent out of this motherfucker. I've been living here for 3 years and I didn't know I was getting recharged. I said, he was like, well, you owe me rent. I don't owe you shit. You got as much rent as you're going to get out of me. And I left and I ended up moving back to the city. And by that time, my daughter was getting ready to go into college and she was going to college in the city of Chicago anyway. So I just came back. So yeah, interesting stories about shit that happens with housing. But I was also, like I said, in Lily Whiteville, they knew who I was when I went shopping. They knew I lived in the neighborhood. They knew who my boss was. I was the only Black person that worked on Main Street. Yes, they do treat their kids like their royal families, and that's why they mess up right like their princess and princesses. I treat my daughter like she's a princess, but let me tell you something. There is a cost to doing that. She's got to do shit to get that kind of treatment. First of all, you can't come in my house doing whatever you want to do. No, you can't have your friends over whenever you want. No, you can't have this and that. And no, I'm not buying you shit. At the age of 16, you need your own job. I'm not paying for no cell phone bill. Period. You want a cell phone? You're gonna pay for it at 16. You understand? I'm gonna stop buying clothes at a certain point too. Because certain things a child needs to get used to doing. I'm giving you a roof over here. Like right now, she lives like a princess now. There's a 2-flat building. She don't have to pay for shit. But I'll be damned if I'm going to pay for food, anything to do with her kid, anything to do with her car, anything to do with anything personal. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And now that she has a business, she has learned now that she has a business to run and there's a certain way to run it. And if she wants my consultation, which she does all the time, that is a fee. Mother is getting a fee for her consultation. You live your ass here for free. You don't pay me for my knowledge. But no, I just bullshit with y'all. I don't charge her a fee. But at the end of the day, she does help with things. When she makes a certain amount of money, she just surprises me and says, here, Ma, this is for you. And I'm like, well, thank you. I'm not going to give it back. But as growing up, no, I'm not paying for anything personal. You're going to pay for all your personal needs, anything you want, clothes, all that kind of stuff. I stopped doing that at 16 when she turned 16. And she understood, you're living here and eating for free. That's about all I owe you. Okay? And now she has her own apartment. You know what I'm saying? So, and at some point, she was supposed to start paying for her own lights and stuff like that. But then, unfortunately, the pandemic came and I still got to be mama. But other than that, no, I don't pay for a car. I don't pay for anything to do with anything that she has extra. But as far as kids growing up in high school and grammar school, ain't no princesses there. People are trying to be their kids' friends. I'll say that. I'm not nobody's damn friend. I'm your mama, not your friend. We don't get to be friends till your ass is damn near in about 25. You understand? Like my daughter, she's what? I'll be 48 this year. She'll be 28. We're 20 years apart. We're friends now to a certain extent. Thank you. What's the secret? The secret is, honestly, I take care of myself. No, the secret is this is a genetic thing because um, I got aunts that are in their 70s that were in their 70s and they look like they were in their 50s. So it's a genetic thing with our family. We just look younger than what we really are. You have to, in our family, you have to work it looking like hell. And my sister, she does that pretty well. But I like, but she don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Some of us actually look nice when we try to. Yeah, I know. Darling, at work, I see the princesses all the time, and they know as. But you know what? Those same children that act like that, they love bosses like me because I give two fucks. I could give less than two fucks. No, that's not going to happen today. This is going to happen, and I'll see you when you get back. What? Yeah, girl, you had. Can you not hear? Do y'all need to come closer? And they end up loving me for some reason. I that the same thing happened with my students because I'm the type of person that can tell you some the realest shit in the world with a smile on my face and saying it in a joking manner, and you know damn well I mean what I say, but you'll take it. You know what I'm saying? That's always been a gift of mine, is being able to literally unload some serious info to you that most people get offended by, and you honestly would take it coming from me better than you would take it coming from someone else. Because I put it in a joking manner, but I'm really not joking with you. Thank you. It is genetics. It really is, honestly, because as old as I am, I have aunts that when I was in my 20s, they literally look like some of them look like a patch of bad road, and then others looked like they could be my sisters. And when I had my daughter, I would come and get her report card, and guess what they would say? When you see her mom, please tell her this and this and that. I'm like, I am her mom. No, you're not. I'm like, I am her mother. I'm not her sister. I'm her mom. And we still get that from time to time we're together, that they think we're sisters or they think that we're the same person. It all depends. Now, once I drop these little 20 pounds that I have called myself gathering, when we stand next to each other, I'll put a picture of you, be like, damn, they look just like twins. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I want to look like when I'm 60, I want to look like I'm 40. And I'll be honest. People say, oh, you're 60. Oh, I'm 40. I'm 40. Because honestly, when your body starts talking to you, like for me lately, and this is how I knew I had to start working on myself. My feet and stuff started swelling. I'm like, oh Lord, that's this type of shit that happened to my mama. When she got older, I'm like, you get water around the ankles, girl? Oh, you too heavy. It's time for you to get your ass up and start exercising because that's not cute. I'm used to wearing my high heel little sandals and clicking around and being cute. Okay? I'm not used to having arthritis and all that other stuff. And those kind of things are setting in now. I have arthritis in my right knee, and that's because when I used to work with my mom, I used to literally pick her up and move her, and she was like 250 plus. So I'm one person moving a woman like that, and over time, I think I literally fucked up my knee, and it gets water on it from time to time. So I have to go to sleep with it leveled up, and I'm sorry. I got to work on myself. I'm like, I'm not going out like that. No, 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 no. No. So I'm going to let everybody go. Video is getting long. We've been on here for an hour and 30 minutes, honey. And I am so happy to see I have not dropped off the face of the earth. I'm going to be working on this new camera as soon as it gets here so I can figure out how it works and everything. And I'm going to do all of my little reviews. So I'm doing one on the King of Monarch, and I'm thinking about doing another little recap of the Twin Flower. And I'm not sure how many other people are still watching this. It's giving me a Game of Thrones tease. It really is. And I want to see where all of this is going because it's just struck me a little bit. It's just struck a fancy. I'm like, my curiosity a little bit because I'm like, where is this going? Because these two twins, daddy done set up him and married one of the sisters, and then treated her like shit. And I'm like, where the hell is this going? You know, all of the different brothers and sisters with a little group of children that started out are all going all over the place. So somebody tell me whether or not, if you still watching the Legend of the Twin Flower, and seeing the hearts getting broken and what's coming, what you feel next. Because I think I'm on episode 30, 32 or something like that finally. But when it gets too deep and too extra and I don't need to stress, I fast forward. I'm going to be honest. I really do. Okay, let me write that down. One second. Cool. Okay, you got an easy one. All right. And anybody that needs any help with, if you have a business or anything like that and you need to any kind of counseling on, you know, how to handle SBCs, the grant or whatever, you have till June 30th to get that kind of information in. If you have a side hustle, if you have a business or something like that, if you're an independent contractor, you only have till June 30th to be able to fill out that information to get $1,000. It's the grant that they give you is based upon how many employees that you actually have. For me, I'm an independent person. I work by myself, so they would give you $1,000 that you do not have to repay back. It is a grant, and that can help a little bit on a couple of bills if you needed to do that. So you need to do it by June 30th. Okay, it's very imperative that you do that. You just go to SBA.gov and fill out the information. It's not hard. I got $1,000, so it wasn't, you know what I'm saying. And basically, you do not have to pay that back. You need to go to SBA.gov. Okay, if you have a side hustle, you work for yourself, or independent contractor, or you have your own business. You have your own business. Uber driver, those are what you call side hustles, or considered. These are things that you do as a person that has their own business. For me, I have my own skincare business. Okay, they are offering a one-time grant. All right. And if you want to be considered for a $10,000 loan, you can be. Okay. But understand, you'd have to keep up with your receipts on how you're spending the money. But the 1,000, that's an automatic. They give it to you. You do not have to pay that back. That's for you. You can actually, you can, and most people are getting that. It's based on how many employees you have working for you. For me, I only have me, so I only got $1,000, and that's fine. Like I said, that helped on a couple of bills. They helped me fix the electricity up in here. So because I needed that, I needed a certain type of light to finish up the work that I do on my actual the work that I do on my actual skincare, right, recipes. So it's certain lighting that I need to be able to see the different herbs and stuff like that. I'm getting old, y'all. I need to wear fucking specs, and I do from time to time. But I also needed lighting to be able to see what I'm doing when I'm getting the bottling and stuff like that done. You just can't do that by table light. So if you have those types of things, by all means, if you want to email me, you can. My email address is the Chinese Drama Addict. Chinese Drama Addict at gmail.com. That's me. And you can find me there. And it's also in my about area inside of the channel. So if you ever need to talk to me, you can. Okay. And I don't have enough subscribers, y'all. I'm not that special yet to be able to put up posts, because I would love to put those up to stay in touch with you guys, but I can't. I have to have over 1,000 subscribers and so many watch minutes in order for that to happen. So the channel is still growing, and I did not know I have now all close to 300 subscribers. So it is growing, and it's more people finding out about me. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead today with my new camera, with new mic and everything on it, and hopefully it'll sound good and I will look fabulous on it. So I'm going to do a couple of those videos today. So I will see you soon, and I'll be back to doing what I got to do. And I'm glad to see everybody is okay. I really am glad to see everybody is okay. Please. I was watching Crushing on You. In the beginning, she got on my damn nerves. Okay, the lead girl got on my nerves because she wanted to be back with her money so bad. And I think it probably would have been me too if I ended up inside North Korea and stuck and feel like I was stuck in another dimension or time. But I haven't had a chance to finish watching Crushing on You. I will definitely do that, and I'm gonna watch what Family Grind had given me as far as a recommendation, because I've been passing it and I've been looking at it, but I'm like, I don't know. So I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish. I'm gonna finish up the K drama Crushing on You, because I actually kind of thought that the male character was interesting, quiet, silent type. Those guys I like too. Those guys I really like. I'm just waiting for a good historical drama to come through that's costumed and the acting is off the chain. And I don't want this. I just want some new freshness really bad. It's needed right now. But with everybody being out right now, who knows? Thank you. I'm glad somebody likes them. You have to understand this is strange talking to people. All right. Yeah, I gotta cut this off because this is getting into almost 2 hours, y'all. We can't be on here like we on the phone talking like this, girl. We are on here like we are talking on the phone. And for me, I can talk all day. So I got that same issue as my mama did. She would talk you for about 6 hours. Anyway, see everybody next time. Stay safe. Thank you so much, Danny, for the prayers. I appreciate them. I need them, and I'm gonna be sending prayers back all of you all's way. I'm asking that God literally puts you in His arms and keeps you and keeps your family, okay, and keeps everybody's house covered from any kind of sickness. Take care. Love all you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.